Hi, my name is Rebecca and I am the owner of the Sea Glass Company, and it's lovely to be here with Martin today on his world tour and looking into what we do in the environment. So 2 years ago in lockdown, on lockdown walk, my husband introduced me to sea glass. I'd never heard of it. I'm not from the northeast despite the accent, and it was fascinating to me. My inner child danced in the room and lit it up, and I went home and immediately looked up on YouTube what sea glass was. I then discovered that people make jewellery with it, and I thought, wow, this is fascinating. And I asked if we could go out again and again and again. So we collected so much in 10 days that I had to do something creative with it. So there my jewellery journey started, and I started off with this piece. This was the first piece I've ever wired, and I've kept it to remind me of how far I've come and going to go with jewellery making, because I'd never done jewellery making in my life. So this is just wire, ordinary sort of silver plated copper wire, and a lovely piece of white sea glass, which is the most common colour. Since then I've been on YouTube and honing my skills, so to speak, and this is typically what I make now. And this is a grey piece, which could originate from grey glassware in the early 1900s, or it could be TV glass. That's the mystery behind sea glass. We never know actually how it found its way into the sea and exactly where it's come from, but we can get a good idea by the colour. So the lighter the colour, the later the glass. Like dark greens, dark greys, dark reds tend to be earlier on in the centuries, and it takes decades to get sea glass to this frosted appearance and the curvature that you see there. Decades and decades. So man's made it from sand, then thrown it back in the sea somehow for some reason, and nature has taken it, the sea has tumbled it and refined it and gifted it back to those that find it on the beach. And it's such a meditative process to actually go and find sea glass. I really enjoy it.
Thank you. And can we just say a little bit about these?
So these are what we call sea glass marbles. As you can probably see, this is a cat's eye marble, very typical of children playing, and they could have found their way down the sewers, on the beach, lots of different ways they can end up into the sea. And originally they would have had a very shiny appearance. I actually went to the Sunderland Sea Glass Centre and made marbles. It was a fascinating process. I never want to do it again. It was such hard work, but it really made me appreciate marbles. And these are probably factory made. But then we've got the cod marbles, which have a light aqua colour. The cod bottle was invented in the late 1800s, and the marble was used to retain the carbonation in the drinks, along with a certain type of neck on the bottle. So these are quite common because we had a bottle factory in Seaton Sluice locally, and we've also got the very famous C.M. Victorian glass factory, where the glass was thrown over the harbour wall into the sea.